name is Lacey and welcome back to Late Night Coloring Mama. Tonight I wanted to do another coloring chat. I've been in the coloring mood lately and I just want to straight color. And tonight I thought I'd use colored pencils. I was in the mood to use pencils again, and I'm going to be using my Zenacolor 120 colored pencils. On Amazon, they don't have the 120 set anymore, but they do have a couple different 72-piece sets. Excuse me for my nails. I actually have paint in them, and I've been scrubbing them and scrubbing them. So hopefully that will come off soon. So yes, I'm painting a little, and anyway, so yes, Zenacolor 120 colored pencils not available on Amazon anymore. They do have the 72-piece sets. So I can link those down below if you're interested. I love these pencils. So they look like this, and there's 3 different sets in them, and there's all the colors. So I pulled out the ones that I'm going to be using because I did decide to do a color by number tonight. I felt like something kind of easy, kind of relaxing, kind of fun. Let me see if that will stay there. Okay, perfect. And we're just going to go ahead and do the first picture in this book, which is Mindware Coloring Collection, Color by Number, Mystery Mosaics, Use Color to Reveal Secret Images, Book 14. I don't believe I've colored in this one yet. I have not. So yeah, we'll do that. This I also had gotten off Amazon a long time ago. And in the front here, it does give you all the colors that they use. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll all be in one picture, but these are the colors that they use throughout the book. So this is the picture we're going to be doing, and I'm going to start with number 19 at the top, which is going to be light blue. Let me get that out. So I chose the Zenacolor 2 Powder Blue and CP021. I think that's the color number. So yeah, it's really light. I decided to do that, and let's get started. Yeah, do you ever get in the mood to just color with certain things? Like a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I'm thinking in my head, I'll just use markers tonight. I'll do colored pencils, but I specifically wanted to color with these colored pencils tonight. Just felt in the mood to do that. Sometimes though with the color by numbers, I have to like look way up because I'm like, am I seeing, like this is 19, I'm like, is that 16 or 19? My eyes like to play tricks on me. I'm doing this later tonight, hence Late Night Coloring Mama. I've just been wide awake now at night. Usually I've been going to bed a little bit earlier and recording them way earlier. But tonight I'm recording later than I have been, which is awesome because I love to stay up. But I know at this time it's important I get rest too. Oh, and it jumps into 9. This is how I used to color it. I'll see if I can do it for you guys. Let me fill this in. Like, I used to have to go and order through the whole thing before I'd go to another spot. So 9 is goldenrod. For goldenrod, I chose the Zenacolor amber color, and it's CP056. Do any of you have these colored pencils? What do you think? I personally love them. I like the way they color. I have let my son use these a long time ago when we were coloring together, and he liked them too. So I'm not sure if we'll finish this tonight, but we will see. I can't believe, if you watched my dream dresses color and chat, that I finished a picture in one sitting. That was a fun dress to color. And I'm not usually one with like clothing, but I was like, those colors are standing out to me. I still was going to add orange in, but I didn't, because I wasn't really sure where to put the orange. But I did sharpen some of these pencils before recording, before I started the video for you guys. I think I have a heavy hand though sometimes with pencils, because sometimes, well, it hasn't yet, but my hands used to cramp a lot because I like press too hard, I think. Markers, they can do that too sometimes, but more so colored pencils for me. Yeah, I'll link the 72 count down below if you're interested. I still wish they had the 120 because I love these. We didn't even fill this in. Whoops. For goldenrod. I like to fill these in sometimes, not all the time. And this book does have perforated edges, which is nice, so you can tear them out. Usually I like to do these books in marker, but I was feeling the colored pencils. I used to have Crayola Super Tips and I gave those to my kids. Now I'm like, maybe I should buy myself a pair because I colored a little bit with my daughter today with her, and I like them. So how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all well and you're happy and you had a great day. Usually I'm pretty productive during the day. I get quite, do a bunch of cleaning. Today I just felt kind of like I needed to rest. I mean, I did some laundry, do the dishes, I was going to go in my son's room and dust his room. He cleans it and I dust. I just prefer to dust myself. He can use a little Swiffer duster and do that, but I like to make it smell good in there. But I didn't do that, so I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get motivated tomorrow. Him and my husband leave in 2 days for their fishing trip. By the time you see this video, they'll be back. And I think that's the longest I've been away from my son ever. He'll be gone 7 days, 6 nights. My old job, I did travel to Texas for work, but I don't think we were gone a full 7 days. I think we were gone 4 or 5 days. So, and he wasn't even 1 yet, and that was hard for me. And me and my husband are always together too, except for when he travels for work. But so it's kind of weird when it's going to be weird. It's going to be just me and my daughter, but it'll be good bonding for us. And hopefully the weather's nice so we can get out and enjoy some things. Sunday's Father's Day, and they'll be gone on the fishing trip, so before they leave, the kids and I will give him his present. And then Sunday, me and my daughter are going to go over to my dad's for Father's Day. Oh, I totally jumped over that. And this has 6 and 8, I think. Yep, 6 and 8. So 6 is a red. The red that I chose is not like normal. It's cardinal red. It just stuck out to me. So I was like, and that is number CP110. So maybe they put them in order of how they should be in the box. I don't know. I know I have them mixed up now because I've used them quite a bit. Oh, I like this red a lot. And we've had cardinals hanging out so much at our house. Okay, so red is 6. And then 8 is orange. So for the orange, I just picked a orange red. Because to me, sometimes orange red sometimes looks orange to me, just orange. That's CP059 for the color number. Or color placement, however it is. Okay, and then go back to 19. So I'm recording this on a Wednesday, and they leave on Friday. Friday morning, probably. It might still even be dark when they leave, or as the sun gets up, they'll be leaving. They have a 6-hour drive, and they're going with my ex-brother-in-law. My whole family's still friends with him, so they're going. My husband usually goes with him every year fishing, but my son, he feels, is now old enough to go on his first 7-day trip. I mean, we've went fishing with my husband, but we don't go for 7 days just on a fishing trip. We usually, if we do something, it's usually we rent a cabin with the kids, and we do other activities, but we do fish too. But they're straight going to be fishing the whole trip. So hopefully they catch some stuff, and hopefully they have good weather. So we had to do a lot of packing for my son, and he's getting excited. If you see me hold my book up a little, I'm looking at the numbers so I don't get them mixed up. Which honestly, I have messed up quite a few numbers in color by numbers, but it all works out, kind of blends in. I don't worry about it too much because that can happen. Oh, I didn't fill in for the orange either. Getting excited to color. And I'll just show you or tell you each time I start a new color. My throat is like a little dry and crackly. I feel like I've had like almost kind of congestion or kind of like a light cough and, excuse me, dry throat since like the fall. And I drink a bunch of water every day. So I usually record videos 3 to 5 times a week, depending what I have going on, but I upload 3 times a week. I always try to have like extra videos just in case something were to happen or something going on. Doesn't always work though. Sometimes I am recording, you know, like right on the dates. But I upload 3 times a week. I have new videos Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so we got some over here. It's like some more 6s by the 8s. Yeah, normally when I color, except for you guys, I try to keep my pages as straight as possible for you guys. Otherwise, I always turn my paper when I color. Do any of you do that? And Mondays and Tuesday nights are usually time for me to try to catch up on some videos, which I feel like I'm never catching up on, but I still watch videos when I can and comment when I can, so. Yeah, I like to try to get ahead on my videos, like I said, just so that there's something there. I obviously can't record every day, not just because I'm a parent, but you know, things go on that I have to do or whatnot in life. We just have things going on. And sometimes if I need a day to drain, like mentally, to relax, I just do that too. When I first started YouTube, I used to feel like, oh my goodness, I have to get a video. Like, it started to honestly get a little draining, but I didn't want it to be draining because I love posting videos. So I told myself, what am I doing? I love doing this. Why am I doing this? Putting pressure on myself. Already an anxious person as it is. So now I pretty much just try to go with the flow. If I don't get an extra video, pre-recorded or anything, then I don't. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes I'll have it up on the day of, so that's how it is. And I like to have extra videos too, because sometimes if you're sick or something, don't really want to do too much when you're sick. And after I record my videos, I still have a little downtime. I try to, not every night, but I like to relax, maybe watch a TV show. Last night, what I did, I just played a few games on my iPad. I let my daughter use my iPad because I put games on for her, but there's games for me too, and the kids were in bed, and I just played some games, fun games to unwind. My daughter has learning games, and she's caught on pretty well. And no, she doesn't play the iPad all the time, just occasionally. Same with my son, he has his own. And he plays occasionally too. Or I'll read a book, which I've been reading, but lately I feel like I'm kind of slowing down. I'm still going to finish my books, but I just been tired at night. So I've been finding other things. Or I'll watch a TV show. If I'm not recording on a night, me and my husband sometimes try to find a movie to watch together. Or we'll watch with the kids, which is usually a weekend when we do the movie nights with the kids. Now, summer it may differ for movie nights, depending on what there is to watch, or if they want to watch something, you know. We have a lot of movies. We own a lot of movies. And my kids haven't seen, you know, all of them. So if they decide they want to watch one of those, we'll do that too. So yes, I always try to find time to unwind, which I used to never do. I would just be exhausted and go to bed. So that's another reason my husband wanted me to start, you know, he encouraged me. He didn't tell me I had to start this channel. He encouraged me to do it because it's something for myself to help me unwind. Because some days I am exhausted. And he's helped a bunch with my channel. He set up the computer and did all that with the webcam. He taught me how to do a lot of this stuff because I had no clue. And he is the one who helps with the background of my thumbnails. So everything else I do because he's taught me. So yeah, that's really nice. Okay, I gotta look at that. Is that the... Okay. I might actually have to sharpen this again. I don't like to sharpen when I'm on camera because I have an electric pencil sharpener. It's kind of noisy. But I'm gonna have to. So just a second here. And I'm sorry, you guys, if it's noisy. I usually don't like to do that. I try to. I'm just using so much of this blue, this powder blue, that it's dwindling down. I think I just pressed so hard, honestly. There we go. That's much better. Sorry about that again. Okay, that looks like a couple 6s. Which is the red. Did I ask how many of you had this coloring book? I heard Crayola Super Tips work in the Disney Color by Number books. Let me know if that's true or not, because I have a couple Disney Color by Number books. Not very many, because I think they're kind of expensive. I would love to have them all from, what, France? And I got mine actually on Amazon from the US Amazon. And I know people say they're cheaper on the French side. I think I had one that came from the French side. France, Amazon France, is it? I don't know, but yeah, I had one, but that's about it. Any guesses on the picture yet? So we had some thunderstorms today. We started at like 82 degrees and then it dropped down to 62 an hour after the storm. And they were talking like possible hail, damaging winds. It was still humid out. I turned on my air because we didn't have it on, and I thought this morning, oh, it's so humid out. And I felt ick. When you walk out, you can feel it in your chest. And shortly after, it poured for a while and thundered, and didn't have any hail or any damaging winds. The wind blew, but not like super, super hard. Yeah, the sun came out afterwards, so it wasn't as bad as they thought. And yesterday it was supposed to too, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm always like, I don't know, one of those like, I try to plan around the weather, which maybe sounds dumb because you never know what the weather's going to be, but I always do with the kids too. I went to the park one day and I was like, oh, it's supposed to rain, but it was cloudy all day. Went to the park, we stayed there for an hour, and we just walk there because it's like around the lake and we can see it across the lake from my house. As soon as we left, it started raining. Not hard, it started coming down more once we got on our road to our house. I said tomorrow, if it's nice, we'll go to the park, but we'll have to see. Because I try to go like twice a week with them to the park at least. The rest of the time we'd go on walks and they play and do a bunch of stuff outside. And pretty soon we're going to have to get out the swimming pool. Okay, so the next one's 4, which is tan. Now for tan, I don't know if this is going to really look good, but I just chose it. I chose bronze, and that's 107, CP 107. Yeah, it's a little dark, but that will be okay. And then 31 is white peach, which I chose CP 76 peach puff. which is really light too, so I thought that would work. So let's fill that one in. There we go. Tomorrow it's supposed to be nice and sunny for part of the day and then storms again. So I'm hoping if I get the few things done, it's still nice and we can go to the park. Maybe it won't storm. I'll have to check to see the weather before I go to bed. If anything's changed, or I've always been like into the weather. I check every day before my son went to school to see how I should have him dressed. Check every day for myself to see how I should dress, how my daughter should dress. Do any of you check the weather daily or no? I just go with the flow. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like over paranoid. Like sometimes when it's like in school for my son, some days I'll be like, oh, you need to wear a long sleeve. My husband will be like, well, they have heat. I'm like, what if it goes out? Like they have had the heat go out in a different part of the school. It was another school, not that school, I should say, that my son's at. And luckily, I had my son dressed the way he should have been, because I just always worry about those things. I told my husband that too. I'm like, what if they have no heat in this school or something? Because stuff can happen like that, you know, your heat can go out in your home. But at home we got all our clothes and layers of blankets, and I don't know. My poor dog, though, is petrified of storms. But I noticed lately if I turn on like the air or a fan, it almost like drowns out the noise. So it might be something a little soothing for her. She's about 11 or 12 years old now. Any of you have any animals that are petrified of storms? Well, she is. Our dog is partially blind too. Her vision has gotten worse. She's still her happy self. She loves everyone and people. She can hear well. Just mostly it's one eye, but her other one's kind of going too. It's to the point now that she's even scared to go outside, but she has to for the bathroom because she can't see that good. And even when we let her out in the day, She like paces around really quick and wants to come right back in. And we've tried what you can do to give dogs. We've tried pretty much everything. She's pretty much been this way since my husband had got her. He had her before I knew him. He rescued her from a humane society or adopted her, and he fell in love with her, and well, he found out that she was abused and she was a puppy, like bad. So I think it kind of stuck with her. So she has really bad anxiety. Like loud noises freak her out really easy. Because usually if it stormed, you could hear her walk and she'd like come into our room to wake me up. And then me or my husband would go lay on the couch, and that would be like a comfort for her. She doesn't really like to lay in our rooms though. She likes to lay on her bed, which is in the living room, and she prefers it out there, I think. So, and her food's in the kitchen, so. But yeah, she literally loves all people that have come to our house. Loves kids. Has never been mean to anyone or anything, which I'm glad. And she gets all the attention too when people come over. She's a mixed breed dog. She's part lab and part pit bull. So yeah. We just do what we can. She's still pretty happy for the most part, except for like the loud noises and the outside stuff, which obviously she has to go outside to go to the bathroom, but if she hears us out there, I think she's okay. She used to love outside. She never wanted to come in. She always would love outside. That was actually probably a few weeks ago. Just recently, her vision just got worse, I think. Because she was already pretty blind, partially blind, but now it's just worse. It's coming along. So what is everyone else coloring tonight? Are you coloring? What are you doing? Guessing that's the sun. This must be the sky. Is anyone still coloring spring pictures? Have you moved on to summer? I will color, I guess, any type of season that I'm feeling it. Right now I'm still kind of on spring, but I'm getting into the summer. I always miss that part. I think I just don't think of it when I go over it. I can go back. Oops, sorry. I'm noisy with these pencils. Okay, 3, light brown. So for light brown, I chose, pull it out over here. I chose this coconut brown. It's probably not a light brown, but I have a brown in here that's darker, so. Okay. Kind of looks like a regular brown to me, but that's okay. Here's tan again. This is actually relaxing, coloring this. So tonight for supper, I made spaghetti. My son requested it. I wasn't really gonna make spaghetti tonight. I was gonna make like these cheddar brats and roast some zucchini and some other vegetables, have them roasted. I love roasted vegetables, especially in spring, summertime. And I make my own sauce. I don't buy it in a jar. And it was really good. My son devoured it. I don't remember the last time I made spaghetti. It's been a while. Now my daughter, oh, it was such a struggle to get her to eat. She's getting better with some things because now she'll eat a bunch of meats that are cooked. Before, if you guys haven't watched any of my other videos, I'm sure I've mentioned, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I think I have. My daughter is like super picky with all foods, except for fruit. If it's fruit or a hot dog or like lunch meat, that's all she ever wants. So we've been making her, I shouldn't say making, that sounds terrible. And having her, she has to try it at least once. But lately, every single meat we've cooked, grilled, she has eaten. So that has been amazing. So it's been working pretty well for that part. But tonight was spaghetti. Hoofda. She used to like buttered noodles. So I'm like, do you want buttered noodles? No, I want sauce on them tonight. Okay, I'll put a little sauce. I didn't hardly put any. Oh my gosh, she would not eat for the life of me. And I understand some kids really don't like certain things, but I always want her to try stuff before she refuses. That may make me sound bad, but when I was a kid, I had to eat what was there. I know there was foods I did not like that I would try. And my dad would eat the rest of what I didn't like, but I had to try it. And it's so weird because now I like those foods. So hopefully she starts eating more. My son eats everything. I mean, she ate everything as a baby. She even ate vegetables and everything, but I don't know. Okay, so going back to the light brown, which is the coconut brown. And we don't eat out a whole lot with our kids. We do a lot of meals at home. Occasionally we will. And a lot of that food does not agree with my kids, so eating at home is best for all of us. Which it tastes so good when it's at home too. I love it. Sometimes, like I said, we do eat out, which I like occasionally too, but home is best, I think, in my opinion. And if you have the time and whatnot to do all that. Okay, so we'll do to 17, which is blue. So for the blue, I chose a dark mineral blue. That's CP096. That's pretty. It's almost like a purpley blue. I like it. So has anyone bought any new coloring books? If you have, let me know in the comments which ones and whatnot. I have not bought any in a little while. I actually haven't even bought any this month. As my list grows and grows. Are any of you like that, where you have a growing list, like nonstop, of coloring books or supplies? I have a little bit of everything. And then my thrift books has books, so. I really like this blue. Just gotta use light brown again. And I think I'm gonna do the last color and call it a night. So we only got like maybe a quarter through, but it was still fun. And for brown, I'm using Coffee. I've obviously used this color quite a bit because it's kind of short. And this is CP118. So again, I will see if I can link the 72 count Zenacolor. I might have to look into those for myself too, because I do love these colored pencils. I wish they still had the 120 set, but they don't anymore. All right, are we guessing what this is going to be? Maybe you already know, maybe of the book. Again, the book is Mindware Coloring Collection, Color by Number, Mystery Mosaics, Book 14. And I'll link this down below if it's available on Amazon. If you like this video, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I'd love to chat with you. I hope you all have a wonderful night and happy coloring and keep smiling. Bye.